2099, Shadows of Satoshi. Chapter 8. Masks and Monsters. The repository's air, once sterile and unmoved, was now thick with tension, a stage set for the impending drama. The team, with the secret in hand, felt the weight of their prize, an invisible yet palpable burden. Yet as they turned to leave, they found their path obstructed by the very adversary they had sought to evade. The enigmatic figure known only as the Curator. The Curator was a specter of the corporate world, a legend whispered in the hushed tones of those who dared speak against the regime. Clad in an intricate mask that obscured all but the sharpest glint of his eyes, he was both nothing and everything, the embodiment of the system they fought to dismantle. The standoff was silent, a tableau vivant framed by the glow of holographic displays. It was in this silence that the ideologies of the two forces collided, an unspoken war of wills and philosophies. The Curator spoke first, his voice a modulated melody of disdain and power, questioning their motives, their audacity to challenge the world order. Phoenix, with the fire of her namesake, retorted with a passion that resonated in the sterile chamber. Her words were a mirror to their cause, a declaration of the identity they had chosen, not as thieves or anarchists, but as liberators from the shackles of an oppressive digital oligarchy. As the verbal duel unfolded, Wraith stood as the embodiment of vengeance, his own mask a stark contrast to that of the Curator's. A visage of resilience carved from the shadows of his past. Sphinx's intellect shimmered in his eyes, analyzing, calculating the myriad outcomes of their confrontation. And Shadow, true to form, was the quiet sentinel, observing the interplay of power and ideology. The Curator, a monster not of flesh but of the system, moved with an assurance born of absolute control, his every gesture a testament to the unyielding nature of the corporations. But the team, they were the masks of rebellion, each a monster to the established order, each a harbinger of the change that was to come. The standoff was a dance as intricate as any system they had hacked, a delicate balance of threat and resolve. It was a game of chess played with words and wills, where each move was as vital as the one that would come after. The Curator revealed his hand slowly, offering them a place within the system they sought to destroy, a testament to their value and the threat they posed. But the team, bound by a shared vision, rejected the gilded cage. The standoff culminated not in violence but in understanding, the recognition of the masks they all wore, whether for control or for freedom. In the end, the Curator stepped aside, not out of defeat but out of respect for an adversary worthy of the world stage. As they left the repository, the team carried with them more than the secret. They bore the realization that their true power lay not in their anonymity but in what they represented. The masks they wore were not just disguises but symbols of a cause that transcended their individual selves, a cause that was now unleashed upon the world, ready to confront the monsters of their making